Hello friends, welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of fun. It's Saturday and I kind of wanted to work in my bullet journal, or as I'm calling it, my self-care journal. So as you know from my planner lineup, I am incorporating for 2025, which, by the way, Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2025. So from the lineup, I talked about doing a self-care journal and using this Happy Planner dot grid bullet journal. So I really want to dive into this one. But we are let's see, 3 days in, 4 days in, and I've already changed my mind. So I didn't change my mind about what I want to use it for. I've changed my mind on which one I'm going to use. So I introduced this one. I was going to use this one, but instead, before even starting, I decided to stick with the one I had already began. So as you know, I don't have the name in here. I didn't get it in here, but this one, I haven't done anything in it. So I was just going to start brand new. And, I like the fact that it kind of went with the other planner covers I had. But the bottom line is that I had already started this one, which I really love. I love the butterflies. And so all I'm doing is I'm using this in place of this now, but it'll serve the same function. It's going to serve as a self-care journal. So for now, I'm going to put this one aside. Okay, and then we're going to jump right into this one because I do have a fun and special announcement to make with regard to what I'm going to be doing today in this journal. So I have just some supplies. I've got, of course, my mono adhesive dots, my Elmer's glue. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I don't always have a good result with a glue stick. I don't know. It must be me, operator error. But I have it nonetheless. I've got the Happy Planner, and all my washies are going to go rolling. I have the Happy Planner Colorful Boxes sticker book. And then some, this is a scrap piece of cardboard. It's a durable cardboard. I kept it from something. And as you can tell, I've used it multiple times for various projects that included paint. And, that's what I do. It's not that I don't throw anything out, but I do keep a lot of things, especially when I know I'm going to be able to use them. So I'll be using this for sure. I also pulled out some old book pages. So I picked this up, I think this book up at a book sale of some sort. I may or may not use it. I don't know. I have this fun little card. Again, don't know where I got it from, but if I use it, I'm thinking of cutting out a portion of it. So again, maybe not. The whole point of being creative is to just start with one element and then just kind of pull in things that speak to you. And, during your process, you may use it or you may not. And, throughout the video, I'll just, announce this now, is that it's a bit chilly in my room, so I'm constantly covering my hands. I'm cold. Okay, now for this special announcement. I am happy to announce that I am working with the Washi tape shop, and I have a discount code for you to use. These washies are just mine from my stock, but these gorgeous things are washi that came from the Washi tape shop. So I am going to be incorporating one of these today, but I wanted to kind of show you what these look like. Okay, so this is one roll. I did take it out of its packaging just because I wanted to be able to kind of take a peek at it. But this is called, I was taken just by the name, it's called Chonky Cat. So, let me find some good ones here. Let me see if I can get one or two of these open. I mean, this was just so fun. Surprisingly, I'm not using this one today, but this was so fun to look at. Okay, so here's one of the rolls. Oops, the sticker came off. Hold on one moment. Operator error here. I may have to sacrifice that one. Okay, so look how cute this is. I'm a cat person. I'm a pet person, period. I do love cats. I do love dogs. I love all pets. So this one really spoke to me. And I love the images. So I will be incorporating this into a future post. But today I won't be using this one. But it comes with 3 big rolls and then a small roll. So there's one. And then there was this cat, which of course, I love all black cats. They are just so gorgeous. I have a black kitty. Her name is Dottie. She's a bit of a snot, but that's a separate story. All right, so this one here is called Midnight Mischief. I had to think about that for a minute, which makes sense. Let's open this one. It's got some nice big pictures. They all have different images on them. Some of the tapes I received are, oops, I missed that. Some of the tapes are PET tapes, so PET tapes. They're clear, and they got a bit of a shine to them. And then some were these, which were like kind of sticker paper tape, or sticker paper washi tape. Trying to get this off with minimal damage. Okay. And then here's this one. I think I already sort of ripped this one. I'm trying to be gentle. All right, I'll just do this. Here we go. Look at these adorable images. Look at this one. He's in a puffy coat, he or she. Adorable. Okay. So I have definitely, we'll be using the 2 kitty ones. I'll be using them all, actually. Let me just try and quickly give you a preview of each. And I'm just trying to get these back under the tape closure because that's what helps keep them secured. And oops, there goes one sticker. I'll just stick it back down. That'll work. Okay. So that you can kind of get a look at how gorgeous these images are. So this one is extremely pretty. I say this about all of them, but this one here is called Monet's Garden. And let's see if I can get this up again with minimal damage. They are really rather easy to pull this tape back, but because I'm not sure how it would react, because I haven't used these before, I'm just trying to, I'm going to do it this way. There we go. I'm just trying to be a bit gentle. Okay, look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, these colors are so vivid. Well, you probably can't see them too well there. But look at how pretty these are. Minus the glare. Like, look at these yellows and greens, and look at this bridge. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Oh, so pretty. So all of these will be making an entrance into my journal. It actually, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. This journal is going to be a self-care journal. So it's going to include anything and everything. As you know, it already, and I'll show it again. It all has in here already a book spread. I had to think about that for a minute. that I am working through slowly. It's not coming together. Well, it's together. My reading is not as quick as probably some. I tend to pick up the book when I need a break from electronics, but most of what I do is on electronics, so it's hard to get away from them. Or get away, I should say, for books. But I do have a book spread in here. It is the first spread I did, and I listed the book I was currently reading, and I haven't used this since. That is why I decided to pull this one out and use this one instead of the other one. I want to use what I've already started. Now, this one here is called Peony's Reverie, I believe. And these florals, I love these. So pretty. Okay, 2 more rolls and then I'm going to get going. So basically, I have all of these tapes I'll eventually be working with. I have a discount code I'll show you in, I'll give it to you now, and then it's also going to be in the description box below, along with a custom link that you can click on and use that will get you these gorgeous washi tapes. Now this one I already started, so I don't even have to peel this one too much. So this one is called, kind of bouncing around here just to get through these so I can get started. So this is called Seasons Passing. So it's got like this nice wintry, oh, and there's some spring, so seasons passing. So it just keeps going. And I'm going to turn this over as I hopefully get this put back. So this definitely, I mean, I do like all of the seasonal stuff. I love the cats. So, I spoke with the representative I've been working with and, kind of just gave her a list and said, these are the things that, resonate. And so she chose from the list and she sent out from that list. And so I appreciate her working with me. And she did a wonderful job in choosing a selection for me that I know I will use. Okay, so if you haven't guessed yet, this is the last one. I'm going to see if I can get this off. I am going to put this little piece of, oh, I'm pulling off the wrong thing. Oh my word. Okay, let me get this put back, hopefully down. All right, let's try it this way. This is the one I will be using today. If I can get this, here we go. I guess I pulled it from the wrong direction. All right, now let's smooth that back down. All right, so this one I will be using. I'm going to put this aside for now because I'm going to unravel the whole thing, almost. But here, this one here is called Cats and Books. So here's again the images, and it just keeps going, like it just keeps going. There's so many images to choose from. Cats and Books, this is cute. Look at the little red bookstore. And then there's quotes in here. So this definitely has images that I will be using. Okay, so this is the one for today. So what I'm going to do now that I've introduced you, the code you can use is Behind the Designs 10, and that gives you 10% off. And it also gives me a little small commission, which if you use the link, I do truly appreciate it, and I want to thank you in advance. Again, link is below, or you can use the discount code. They serve the same function. I am an affiliate with them, so you'll be all set to go. All right, now let's get into the page. So since I was introducing the tapes to you today, I'm going to keep it sort of simple, the pages, I should say. And what I'm going to do, So here's my hello page. When I first introduced this, I mentioned that, the paper wasn't right and I cut it. So I will be fixing this up in the coming days. So no worries there. This was the original book page that I created. So it's kind of like an introductory page. And I created a cascading page effect, and I listed books, or created book images to be able to list what I'm reading. And this one's not done yet, but it's going to be a bookshelf. And then where I'm going to start today is here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this page here. I just am debating how much I want to cut it down. So before I cut it, let me pull out, because I had this thought to run, these bookstores along the bottom. So which one? Oh, this is cute too. I want to start with this one, because some of it's going to be based on how much I can get in here. Let me think. Let's see. So by the way, this spread is going to be a self-care spread. Let's see. It's going to be, I'm not going to do this. So I'm not going to do the cascading pages. So this is a cascade page. Some people call it a Dutch door, but I see it as a cascade because it's cascading down. I'm not doing that on this spread, but I am going to cut this one. So I guess it's going to be based on the building. So let's do it to about here. This is completely random. I did not pre-plan this. So we're going to cut to this dot. The other thing I also did in the past days is I've taken down all my holiday decorations. I needed to make room. And I not moved my desk around, but moved things on top of my desk. So I don't have a whole lot of room. You know what? I think to keep the line straight, because I am infamous for cutting a crooked line, I'm going to pull this out. And I'm going to do this. So the point is that I have things that are in different locations now. And so I've got to kind of find them. So here's the thing. If I do the buildings, I'm just, again, planning. I could actually go a little further down. I mean, I'm not lying when I say this just goes on. The images are all, okay, so it doesn't repeat until about here. So let me do this, right? Is there, I don't think, let me see. Okay, so let me do this. I am going to cut this at that point. So we have, I need that. Okay, so let's do this. This way, I can kind of gauge what I might be putting where without always having to roll and unroll. Okay. So, when planning became big again and people understood the benefit of it, and, we all got back into the planning, I think washi tape became overrated, which now makes it underrated. And that's a shame because you really can do so much with washi. So don't shy away from using any kind of washi tape. I would definitely suggest and, even offer that you pull it out and use whatever washi tape you have, because, washi really just adds a lot of dimension to your pages, and it gives you color or images if, you couldn't draw like me. And so that is my washi tape PSA of the day, which is basically, don't discount washi tape. I'm kind of liking that cat there. But let me go with these. Let me cut out all my buildings first, and let's see what we've got. Because that's going to tell me how much to cut the page. Okay, so we've got this, and I saw this, which I would love to incorporate. So let's see how well I can cut around this. And while being, I feel like I've just worked so hard on my goals. I hope you're all doing doing well with whatever goals you're planning. I just feel like I did so much with my goals that I've lost where I am. And so I feel rusty with this creativeness. I don't know why, but that's just how it feels at the moment. I'll get into it. It takes sometimes a little bit to get into your creativity, but it's the weekend and it's just the perfect time to get creative, relax, let your craft embrace you. Let's see. So since these both have red, I think I want to separate them a bit. So I kind of like this. And so let's bring this one over here. Okay, so we'll place them as we go. And I am going to grab this because I really do want to use that. Now, what does this quote say? So it says, "A cat's gentle purr is the perfect soundtrack to turning of pages." Yes, indeed. There were some more quotes. Let me check these out. Okay, so I do have, I'm just checking to make sure I have all the ones that I might want from a strip of tape. Okay, so here's another building. And I'm going to kind of get a general layout, and then we're going to dive in. And then I'm just going to let it tell me what it wants to do. So there is this. I need something in between those. I know I'm going to use this. And the only reason I'm taking the time to cut them out is because I didn't have an exact plan. So I'm just bringing them out now to see where I think I might put it. Oh, one more. Okay. So that might give me the perfect amount that I need. All right. And I just love, sorry about that. I just love this cat in that cozy chair. I do want to incorporate that somehow, so we'll see. All right, so we have this one. So what if we did something like this? And so if I put this here and I get that one there, that would mean I am going to probably, let me mark it with a pencil. It means I'm probably going to cut it about here. Okay. I just needed to get a general idea of where everything would go. And then I know where I'm cutting. Okay, Here we go. And I remembered my handy dandy little pen tool. So I am trusting this will help me keep my page straight. So while I'm cutting it down, I may still fussy cut around it. Again, I'm going to let this page take shape. This should be enough. Okay. If it gets a little tight, I can always... This one wasn't gliding along the metal too well, so that's why I switched it. I'm going to set this aside because I need to get this one off. Let's see. And that's the thing, I didn't want to press too hard. Okay. Are we all the way through? We are. All right. We are on a roll. Maybe. We'll see. Now, these books are bound by these strings. So each one has a signature. And a signature is just like the packet of paper in it. So that's not something I want to cut. So I have to be very careful in how I do this. Okay, so nippers are just really pointy, sharp scissors. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to take this as best as I can. And let's do this. Let's put all these here. And then these. Okay. So that I can kind of pull this book up. Let me cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. This is the piece I cut off right here, and I'm not going to get rid of this. At some point I will use it again, so I'll hold on to that. I'm gonna bring back over these, and where is my lantern? Right here. I'm just kind of getting everything where it needs to be now, because I think it was this. And then, okay. Remember, you know, your crafting and your creative time shouldn't be stressful. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the back for support. And then I am going to get these stuck down. I am just going to call it and get some of these put down. Okay. Now comes the part of getting them off the backing. Where's my tweezers? Oops. And this one is going to go here. Yep, I'm checking to make sure I'm in frame. I want to get this on straight. And that's hard when you have such a long piece. They're really easy to peel off, so I appreciate that fact. All right, we're going to have this kitty just outside by the bookstore. Now this looks like it is a sign, but I do like that. So I'm going to leave it there on top of the building for now. I'm going to get all these down. What I may end up doing is just trimming the bottoms. Let's see, where is the edge? Okay. Now, one thing about these, any type of PET tape or, you know, these, you can see it's very staticky. So like it, you know, you have to be careful when you're working with it that you make sure you have a good grip on it so that it does not get put down where maybe you don't want it put down. All right. That is so cute. All right, I'm going to put this little sign right above it. I'm going to keep it where it was in its place. And I love that fact, because if you put something down and it's not where you want, that usually is what makes it really sad. All right, moving on. Oh. Yeah, it has been, I would say a chore only because I've been, putting in that extra effort with the goals, as you know. And so it has been just mind draining, let's say. I am going to put this one a little farther away. I'm just trying to get the buildings on straight because that wouldn't look right if it's crooked. Now, for this page, I want to keep an eye on where the top of it is. So I put that paper or the cardboard there. And so anyhow, I just felt, as you know, I try and do something creative on Saturday with my videos. So this was the perfect thing to do. With this one, it didn't require any setup. So this isn't really going to be a setup video per se, but this is one from my lineup. I'm just being logical and using the one that I'd already started because, well, that makes the most sense. Is that crooked? I can't tell. It is a smidge. Let me see if I can get it up. Okay, a little better. The thing too is that since this page is still going to be here, I didn't want to make it too close to the seam, so that is kind of open. All right. Last one. Oops. Okay, it looks fairly straight. All right, I'm just gonna get this out, make sure they're okay, flat. And let's see, let me clear some of this away so I can find all my pieces. Okay, now then, this one I want to put here, I think, but I just don't want to stick it down just yet. I'm still debating. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stick it down. In fact, they're two separate stickers, but I'm going to put them down like they are in here because I feel like it makes it look like it's a sign. All right. And I may even cut this down a bit more. I'm going to kind of make it whatever I need it to be, but it'll be in line with what I've already put down. Oh no, I ripped it. It's fixable though. Are these all? Yes, it's all one piece. So the first letter I will have to fix. Okay, that might be oh gosh, my eyes are going today. Oh no, that's straight. Okay. Let's get this little piece I missed and let's get that stuck down. All right, now comes the surgery. So let's get this put back on. You barely notice. Okay. There's a little line, but that's okay. All right, so that is this page. And then because I know I'm going to put it there, I'm going to put this lantern up here. So let's get that up there because it looks perfect in that spot. And then we're going to move to the inside. Oops, I probably shouldn't have put that there. Okay. Okay. This looks so cute. All right, so we have because as you know, I was going to use this. And let's see, who do we have here? All right, let's get this one up here as well. Does it matter? I think it goes this way. So to bring a similarity, since this is over here, I'm going to bring this one over on this side. And it just fits there. All right. And the reason I needed to fill this in, it was because I needed to make sure I had enough space. Where's my little thing here? Need this. Okay. Okay, so we have, I love this little torn page here. Okay, I am looking for, oh, I see, it's partly here. Oh, and then we still have these two. Let's do this. Let's cut this down, and then I have it here in front of me. And we can cut this away. Oops. Oh, I almost forgot all about these. Okay, so these are like a couple books and like scissors. Make sure I don't have any more hidden under here. All right. So, is there anything more I'm going to put here? Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to use this little quote. So it says Friday, June 14th, 3 p.m. tea and desserts, followed by rehearsal dinner party at Fleming Island Restaurant. I mainly like it because it looks like a typewritten note. So I want to put this. No, that's too high. Ooh, that went down fairly easy. So if you're, taking time today to do a little crafting, drop me a comment. What are you crafting on today? I don't know, I kind of like it there. All right, so before I cut this anymore, I do want to go to the inside pages. You'll see in a minute. I just had another idea of what I wanted to do. Again, I'm just letting this page create itself. It will be a bit long. I'll try and speed things up where I can. But that's how it goes, with crafting or creating. You just can't timestamp it, or else that's when things don't really get done like they should. Like they're kind of missing something. And I'm going to go ahead and layer that. Okay, so when I say I was going to go to the inside, I mean this, because this gives me a whole new spread now. I know I'm going to be trimming out the top, but the bottom is going to be, my plan is anyway, for it to be a little, like a scene of sorts. So what I want to do is grab this book in the cat. Let's see, how big is the book? Okay, let's do that on that side. We're going to do the cat on this side. Also, when you take a look at the washi tape shop, be sure to check out their new listings. They did just have some new washi tape go out today. Or actually, I think it was yesterday. So, don't miss out on that. Oops. I do have a bit of the sticker hanging over, but I'm going to be trimming that. I just want to make sure nothing's on it before I stick this down. Okay. He looks kind of like a trophy, right? All right, and then let me get this one over here, because then I'm going to start creating my little scene that I had in mind. And then we're going to add in a few more elements, and then it's really going to be done. I don't want to overcomplicate this. It doesn't need to be. It's just going to be, a fun spread. It's a Saturday. I want to get creative. I want to use these gorgeous tapes. I've had them for a short time, not very long, but I wanted to be sure to use them because I just love how they look. Now, what I want to do, if you can see this, I want to put that in the middle. So let me try cutting this out. What I really like about these tapes as well is that I can put them in my planner and they'll look just as cute. So I'm going to take the risk and make the preconceived line of where this book would split for me to be able to get it down on the table, or get it down on the table. Oh my gosh. All right. So if this goes here, then this one's going to go here. That's going to look cute. All right. And then I'm going to get probably the bigger elements in because I do feel like now I'm running out of a little bit of space. So, okay. It goes this way. It's almost like butterfly wings. That's what it looks like. All right, let's get this in here. Okay. You will see a gap there, but I wanted to be able to make sure that I can, turn the page a bit. So where is my elements? So I'm looking at this cat and this chair. And where is this? Right here. In this table, if I can get it in. Let's see. All right. So I'm just building my scene. All right. So if we did this in the center, and then, so as I find the elements that I'm going to put someplace, I'm going to cut them out. Because as I was going through it, I was kind of keeping an eye on what was where so that I knew kind of what options I had to work with. All right. And I'm going to put this one here. It's only this. Yeah, I think I like the light better. It kind of gives the yellow and yellow. So as you can see, like, you're just going to build this up. And whenever I have pet tape or individual stickers, all I do is I just put them in a little envelope And that kind of keeps them contained so that I don't lose them. So these other elements will come into play. Before I stick anything else down, I just want to see, I am going to use some of those quotes, but I think scene-wise, this is what I'm going to put down. Okay, so let's get this guy down. Or should I be putting... No, because that would make it look too big. It would bring balance, but then I feel like it would be overshadowing the chair. All right, let's get the chair down. All right. So normally I don't even take my decorations down until like February, but I just felt the need to clear out. Oops, this is going to get stuck. This one's going to be tough because I have to kind of get it so it's not on. Here's what I got to do. I got to cut this out a little bit more. So, you know, by clearing that out, as you know, my word of the year is simplify. So, you know, everything I'm doing, I am working towards that notion. You know, just simplify. Ah, don't stick. Ooh, that was stressful. And so it was just necessary to get that tree just put away. Which sadly I came to the realization that it's probably going to be the last year that I use. This will be the last year I use it because, yeah, you know, it is flocked. If you've seen I do have an old decorated tree. It's the same tree up on the blog, and it's a flock tree, and they're so gorgeous, but my gosh, the dust is just crazy. It is just too much for me. All right, so these are all a bit close, but you get the picture. I mean, it doesn't have to be literal. This is about being creative, taking some time to breathe, step away from the work or whatever it is you're doing, and do something that feeds your soul. So I think I'm going to center this. All right. Probably could have put it a little further down on the table, but that's okay. Again, doesn't have to be literal. So let's see, I've got this one over here. And I think I'm going to lift this one maybe. I had an idea. Let me grab this first. Oops. Now, the one downfall of taking it off of the larger piece is it is sometimes harder to get the sticker off. And then what I want to do is, if I can get this pulled up, I want to just get this edge a bit. Look at how easy. I love it. Okay. So let me use this. Hopefully. I'm hoping I'm not bending it too much. I wanted to use these washi tapes because I love the green and the plaid in the chair. So I was thinking of bringing one down on the side here. And what I'm going to do is also rip it so that I get just the smallest amount on the page. Okay. All right, let me do this. Okay. And I'll just trim this tape a bit. So cute. See? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I'm debating if I wanted to add anything more over here. That's cute. Let's see. No, I think I'm going to leave it open for now. All right. So let me come back over here. This is going to be the interesting part because this is going to be an odd way to cut this. Let me try this. Okay, that looks way better. So I happen to cut, of course, I happen to pick the very page that is where so this little flap is going to kind of be there unless I put down some like washi or something like that. That will kind of stick out a bit, but I'm not worried. Okay, so let's get on to the other elements. I think I'm going to put those aside, these I need. We still have this. I do have some. I could use this to kind of hide some of it, maybe. I would just have to rip this other side. Or you know what I can do before I go into that? Let me step back for a minute. And let me see what kind of boxes. I do want to put some boxes in here for writing in. Let's see. And I'm going to pull these out because I'm also going to incorporate these. Okay. Not that, but you know, maybe pieces of this somehow. Let's do this first because so there's that. And I think if it goes forward, it goes lighter. Well, this one's kind of nice. This is dark enough, right? Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, so if I put this here, let's get this in straight, hopefully. Okay, very good. All right, so what I'm going to grab is my, let's see, what have we got? You know, I kind of like the idea of the green. And that said, let me grab my green that I'm thinking of. Okay, let me see on a scrap piece of paper if this is going to be the green I was thinking. It is. Perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do on this side, because there isn't a whole lot of area, I'm just going to, somewhere is my cardboard. Here it is. Silly me. Okay. So that I can see where the page begins and where it ends. I'm going to just give this some highlighted area. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I won't put too much more on there. Since there wasn't a lot of space to work with, I want to be able to have like a spot to highlight where I can write things. Okay, so back to my boxes. Let's go back because I need to find, I was looking at these. Let this dry for a sec. Right here I need a longer box, and I think I'm going to mix the browns a bit here and there just to kind of give it a little bit something extra. And let's see, over here I want a longer one. All right. And then I am going to grab, I don't think I have, I think I have to do a whole new page here. So let's just do this. And we are going to, oh, this side's pretty straight. I need to change that. Just like torn pages in a book, I want to make sure that my pages look that way. So I am going to do, where does my page stop here? And let's see. Okay, so for a pop of color over here, I added some of that in. All right, let me get some of these elements like decorated. All right. So I do still have a bit of the washi. So I think what I want to do is bring that, where's my flat edge here? I want to bring that up here. I'm gonna take this. I was gonna cut it and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna. Okay. So I am going to put, it keeps wanting to see the static there. Okay, so I cleaned up a little bit just so that I had some space to work in or talk about. So, I hadn't done one of these before. This here was a mixed media. It it kind of was simple, but enough where I didn't have all the different elements. But this was something that is supposed to be where I can list some self-care ideas that I could practice when I need or feel the need to give myself a little bit of self-care or self-love. So I kind of wanted to keep with the book vibe. It's not going to be that way throughout this book, but I wanted to, kind of for these few pages, give it the same feel as I transition to other styles as I go in. So it was important for me to get this down like this, have decoration, have some spaces to write things, pull in some of their quotes, even though it's over book pages. It's textured, it's layered, it's got color, it's got vibe. So it has all the elements I wanted. I think my only criticism was I wish I had not done this on the pages that have the seam, because this little flap here does bug me. I may end up putting a little bit of glue on it and try and smooth it down a bit. But outside of that, I do really love how it came out. It looks adorable. I have now a Dutch door spread, and I've got, in fact, there's going to be a little box here I think I'm going to put a little box here so I can write in that as well. Because I do have a few lists that I want to include. And then the rest is, a done thing. Like I don't have to do anything. All I have to come in is write in my boxes. I've got a beautiful spread to look at. I used these gorgeous tapes from the Washi tape shop, and I am telling you, they work beautifully. Just the fact that I could pull them up even off of printed book paper, that in itself is like a deal breaker for me. That means this is a super duper good quality washi. And the pet, even though it has a bit of a shine, you can see shine when the light hits it a certain way, it just works beautifully, you know, and it's as good as these. So these are paper, so they would blend in, but I'd still see the dots through it. So, in a dot grid journal, you kind of got to have, take your pluses and your minuses. But the dot grid coming through on some of these, that doesn't bother me. In fact, it almost looks like it's part of the building. So I'm good with it. So yeah, I love how this came out. I think, going to put a strip of green down here, which is this little piece right here, just because then it falls with this and it kind of gives an edge so that we know this flips. I'll know, but just so you can see it too. So there it is. I now have a place to journal out some self-care list ideas, and I'm good to go. I'm going to put this little washi strip down because I don't want to lose it. So I want to thank you so much for sticking it out and joining me today in this first ever, well, not first ever, I have done previous pages, but my first ever collaboration with the Washi Tape Shop, where I was sent these tapes. I was able to use them. I love how they came out. I love the quality of them. And shipping was fast. I got it super, super quick. So when you go and look and you find those tapes you love, you're going to get them quick. So, keep your projects in mind when you do that. The links for the Washi Tape Shop are below. And if you wanted to use the code, it's behind the designs 10, and or the link, they do the same thing. And I will list out the names of the ones that I showed you, and then the one that I used in this spread. And that will be linked in the description box below, along with those affiliate links for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one journal page at a time. Thank you for watching.